What is up, YouTube? Bit of a late video this week because I just really didn't give a shit at all this week. Top of my head's cut off, but we don't care about that. That's not why you're here. Anyway, NFC North. My God, Packers look like garbage. The Bengals almost beat them. Bengals should have won, but which kicker can make a field goal first? I mean, tomorrow the Bears and the Bears could win, but whenever the Bears play the Packers, you always see how good of a team the Bears actually are, and they're probably going to lose tomorrow. But the Packers are very beatable. Their defense is banged up, and their offense, aside from Devontae Adams, Aaron Jones is hurt too, so anything can happen there. Vikings beat the Lions. Kind of pissed me off. I had Kirk Cousins in DFS. He only got like 15 points. The Lions are, their point differential is actually not terrible. They have 98 points scored, but only 138 against, and that's really not that bad. They are competitive, but they also have probably the worst receiving core in the last 5 years, 10 years in the league, possibly. They had a better receiving core on that 08 team. So I don't know what's going to happen with this team, but it'll be an interesting division with the Bears and Packers, but the Packers are going to win it. NFC South, I'm making this after, so I can't talk about the Bucks, even though they won. The Buccaneers should beat the Eagles. Panthers are looking quite beatable now. Sam Darnold's come back to earth. The Saints, I think they won, right? Didn't they win? Oh, I gotta Google it really quick. Trademarked. Yeah, yes, they did. They beat Washington. Yeah, they're playing the Seahawks Monday night. They're on their bye. Yeah, they look okay. Taysom Hill's just a gadget player, though. They're not going anywhere this year. Anyway, Falcons and the Jets in London. Sorry, Euro fans, but I guess that's payback for some reason that we're trying to expand our brand. So, whatever. NFC East, or the NFC Least, so I like to call it. Cowboys are 4-1. I'm very surprised at the Cowboys. They haven't played anyone tough on their schedule. They beat the Chargers, but that was like week 2. If they played again today, the Chargers would probably beat them. They play some really high tier offenses later and better ranking teams. They play the Cardinals, the Chiefs. Maybe they don't. Maybe the Chiefs and Cardinals are the only hard teams they play. Whatever. Fuck the Cowboys. Hate them anyway. Giants suck. Feel semi-bad for Danny Dimes, but he's also a millionaire, so I don't feel as bad. NFC least division. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens with them. NFC West, still best division in football. Although the Seahawks, Russell Wilson's hurt. That's really bad. Unless they pull something out of their ass, I don't see them winning another game this year, especially in their division. Russell Wilson has not had a losing season ever since he came in the league, and I really don't see them winning another game this year. That's how important he is for that team. That defense is fucking atrocious. So who knows? Cardinals are looking Super Bowl bound at this point, but I think eventually they'll start to come back down to earth because Cliff Kingsbury he's riding the coattails of a good defense and Kyler Murray, who's a playmaker. Now on to the AFC Titans. Good God, this is the worst division in football right now. 3-2. They're playing the Colts this week. The Colts lost to Lamar. And Lamar, listen, I like Lamar Jackson, but I think he's an amazing football player. But if you look at his throws, every single play, every single throw, the dude is wide open by 5 or 10 yards. His receivers have so much separation, and he fumbled again, and he's just such a gimmick quarterback that once he plays an actual good team, an actual good defense that can keep him centered and in the pocket and force him to throw, then he's not gonna play well. So anyway, Colts should have won that game. They bungled it away. The Titans are going to win this division. I'm not worried about that. Texans look surprisingly okay. Their defense has been stingy a little bit, but they still suck. Jaguars are pretty terrible. It's funny to see Urban Meyer all mad and shit. But, hey man, it's not college football. These guys aren't going to immediately worship you like they did in Ohio State. They're not. You have to earn their trust. So AFC North, goddamn Bengals should have won that game. Browns always come up on the short end of the stick in those kind of games. The Ravens at this point, Lamar is just bailing them out because they would be winless without him for sure. They are really bad without him. Their defense is bad, but as long as Lamar keeps balling out like he is, I don't see them losing too many games, so they're probably going to finish. They might finish first in the division at this point because I think they're the first seed, right? Or the Chargers are, but who knows? It'll be a pretty interesting game. So they play the Chargers this week, and it's gonna be that's like the future of the AFC because like you're already seeing it a little bit with the Chiefs. Like they're relying on Mahomes too much. It's like with the Chiefs, it's never just like dink and dunk. It's like 70-yard pass touchdown or 3 and out. So we'll see. The Steelers are good defense, but bad offense again. But I'll wait for the AFC for the last AFC West for the last. Bills. I got Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. Finally, they're semi-performing. Josh Allen's blowing it out of the water. Stephon Diggs kind of pissing me off. I drafted him in the second round. Oh God. But I'm still 4-1 in my fantasy league. I'm number 1, so that's pretty nice. Patriots surprisingly suck. Maybe it was more Tom Brady than Bill Belichick. Dolphins and Jets suck. I thought the Dolphins were going to make at least a wild card this year. The Jets, I don't know why we always send shitty teams to London, and then in the next few years it's going to be Germany too. We're sending teams to Germany, so. Maybe that's payback for World War II. Who knows? Ruining Europe for, who knows, man? I'm joking. Jesus, just don't take that out of context. It's just a joke. Not like Chappelle level funny, but it's a fucking joke. Anyway, the Bills should run away with this division pretty handily. Now the AFC West. So basically, like I said in the beginning, the Raiders are pretenders. And now Gruden got fucked on some bullshit. And then the NFL investigates itself with 650,000 other emails. We found no misogynistic, homophobic, or racist terms in any of the... Really? 650,000 emails from football players and coaches. And not a single one of them has a bad word in it. Or a something demeaning to another person. Please, trust me. I played football. I know it was only high school and middle school. But the coaches still yelled at you the same way. So that's ridiculous. We've investigated ourselves and found nothing wrong. Anyway, the Chiefs' defense is going on historically bad numbers here. I think they have the most points against. They do. They're the 32nd ranked defense. So... the Chiefs, when you sign a mega deal like that, the Packers, the Patriots with Tom Brady, Packers with Favre and what's his name, Rodgers, the Falcons with what's his name, Jesus, Matt Ryan. You can't have a single player taking up 30% of your fucking salary cap every year. I don't understand what's the difference between making, having, at that point when it's so many millions of dollars, what's the point between $15 million a year and $30 million a year? And before you say, it's $15 million, yeah, I know, dipshit. But the principle is there. So, Chargers are running away with this division. The Broncos suck. Fangio should have stayed in Chicago, so... All right, got God bless Jon Gruden. He didn't deserve to die for our sins, but he's this year's scapegoat. So, alrighty. We'll see you next week, YouTube.